Okay, so definitely no introductions or outros for this channel or this video. If you truly guys really want to care for myself, hit the bell notification, like, share the video. If you truly give a rabbits and freaking rats derriere butt and rabbits lucky feel about myself, subscribe. As any of my fellow amazing, wonderful subscribers, and just in case the YouTube algorithm unsubscribed you to my channel, please come back to me. That'd be absolutely goated as hell if you could. That'd be great. Hey, is what it is. And of course, my wonderful, amazing first-time peoples, my original watchers, my fanatics, my peoples, my freaking supporters, my fanatics, and old school classic followers, and the people that were there for me since day freaking one. Appreciate the hell out of you. And if any of you guys are brand new to the channel, you just happen to stumble upon my video or my social media network links, my profiles, or my older channel, or any of my other videos besides this one, it'd be great if you could come along with this journey, this adventure, this exciting moment of life. It'd be cool if you could stay possibly forever. Who knows? Question mark. But if not, it's just the first time I'm ever gonna be here. It's a one and done thing. You're never gonna see me ever again. It's the last time I've ever seen this life. And fortunately, you're never gonna see me ever again for all eternity. It is what it is. 60, 70, 80 million, billion people out there in the world. Totally get it. I'm not trying to force you guys on, make you feel uncomfortable or anything. Totally agreeable, totally understandable. It's all water under the bridge, all flashy, it's all greasy, it's all classy, it's all gravy. Totally get it. Contempt and humble with it. Just sticking by. Anyways. So, Pokemon Frozen Spirits announcement trailer. And this was about a couple of days ago, December 8th. By the time you guys see this is all going to be pretty much from last year, because it's all going to be January 21st, 22nd, or 23rd. It would have been the 13th or 14th, but since December 30th was the last freaking goddamn day, I was able to post my content. It should have been the 22nd, but it ended up being a lot longer because I had to do like 25, 30 plus thumbnails by myself alone. I usually don't pay people to do stuff for my channel. I just do most of this things literally for me personally. It's just only a one-man show anyways, because I only have that much money to pay. I'm only paid like $5-10 an hour, which is criminal, I know. But and yeah, I never really did YouTube as a full-time career or job. It was just a small-time hobby sort of thing. So there's that. And if any of you are wondering why I'm talking low, my roommate's sleeping in the back door, backside of the side of the freaking hallway. So unfortunately, I gotta get my voice a little bit lower than I normally do, which is a bitch. But they're not at work like triple hours. So yeah, I don't want to disrespect the motherfucker like that. Anyways, I don't know if I heard about something like this before. Correct me if I'm wrong in this. Pokemon Frozen Spirit, because I think I heard about this in August or September when, I don't know if this is the same channel that did this, because I don't think they're making no money or profit off of this thing, because obviously if the real Pokemon thing goes out, because I think the real Game Freak Pokemon Inc., Creatures Inc., and Nintendo that created Pokemon Horizons, I think that was an actual IP from the actual Pokemon company itself, and whatever other small indie studio like Silka, Ilka, or freaking, I don't know, what's it called, Genius Sonority back in the day, they did for them. Or the other one did for like a lot of the side spin-off Pokemon Mystery Dungeons games, like the ones that made the Danganronpa music, like just like Chun-Song. I don't know if they got any other fourth or fifth other member to make Pokemon Horizons for them. So I think that one was a real actual IP for Pokemon, not like this one's just all purely fan made. Because I remember the last Pokemon I tried to do, I think it was another one like 2-3 years ago. They called Sea Glass or something, but I didn't really hear too much about it. But there was this one, real super fine as hell, this real cute ass like Latina chick, real beautiful Hispanic chick, whatever. I forgot what her name was. Fuck, I don't remember her name, but I remember what her face was. Very, very beautiful. It's like super, super pretty. I swear I'm not simping over the chick either. Cause like, no, women like that, they usually got boyfriends and fiancés most of the time. So, and if she does have boyfriends, if she watches this and not trying to hit any woman, she's extremely super pretty as fuck if she is, unless she's single. But yeah, she always does these little like ASMR things, and she does a lot of like journal entry stuff. I forgot what her fucking name was, dude. hold on, let's see if I can find it real quick. Okay, so this is the one I was talking about. This is the girl, man. Super fine as hell, Latina chick, man. I'm telling you. It was Jodo Cutie. That's what it was I was trying to think of. Absolutely spectacular. Absolutely goated as freaking hell, man. People definitely need to check this girl out, man. Barely 9,000, more than 10,000 subscribers. She definitely deserves way more. I've watched a couple of her videos. Very gorgeous ass goddess, woman, angel there, man. I don't care if that's simping or not. I just gotta call that shit like I see it. And I know, like, I think she's like 29, 30, or 31-ish. So she's not super younger compared to me, but like she's like 6, maybe 7 years younger than me. Then again, not gonna lie, not to get too parasocial with you guys, but like my dad was like 8 years older than my mom was. So nobody had problems with that back then. So it was what it was, but it is what it is, you know. I'm just saying. Extremely beautiful chick. She should have like 1 billion freaking subscribers with the content she does, even though I'm not a hardcore fan guy when it comes to ASMR. But since she, mixed up with one of my most top 5, top 10 greatest franchises that I've cared about since I was like a 6, 7, 8-year-old little 90s kid, it works, in my opinion. Maybe that's just me, a biased, nostalgic prick, but whatever. Anyways, other than that, I'm gonna waste any more time. Pokemon Frozen Spirits. I don't know, like I said before earlier, whether it was August, September, when I watched, I think, something about this one. I don't know if it was a brand new trailer, or it's gonna come out in like 2026. Thing is, I just hope to God, like with Pokemon Uranium, hopefully it doesn't end up being like how Pokemon Uranium game was, or end up getting shut down completely by Nintendo. Like permanently, it was just gone forever, and then never saw the light of day again. So, hey, fingers fucking crossed that this freaking game survives somehow, some way, man. So, without further ado, let's jump into this thing at first and not wasting any more of the time. Let's get on to it. Hopefully, it's awesome. It's gotta be. Oh, yeah, remember that one. I think it was the DS06, 07 when it came out, so. And no black and white came out when I was like really old now, but at the point, like 22 at the time, so. And I was like 21 when it came out in Japan. But a year later, it was a couple of months after March, because I was still like my sophomore or junior. I think it was either like community college or it was university. It was one of those two. I was trying to like finish up trying to get my computer engineering shit to her. Alright, let's move forward. I don't know if I've seen this one. I hope I didn't. If I did, I'm gonna really sad about that. Ready for a new nostalgic adventure. Well, it's different designs, you know. Oh. Ooh, that's one of the starter things. Okay. Okay, this is brand new. I've never seen one like this on. Oh, Lucario. Okay. I didn't see any, like, Lucario following you behind you or whatever, like how they did with Heart Gold Soul Silver and all that. So this is a whole different trailer, not like the one I saw. Okay. They give them little expressions in the movie. I wonder if another member of crazy from Mega Dimensions and I'm able to put it on there. Oh. Alright. Currently in development. And Windows, it's going to be for Windows 13 or 15, alright. So it'll be on Steam, obviously. Alright. So it's sick. Give me another quick second. Just give me a quick nanosecond. Hold on. Yeah, so as I normally do say, overall thoughts, views, vibes, feels, opinions, harsh broad views, vibes, takes, what else, unhinged thoughts, spicy takes, wild takes, and of course, as always, what else, harsh broad content. worldview speculation, and of course, last not least bullet points. Top of the hat here, and my true actual speculation, estimated guesses. Top of the dome, top of the hat, top of the brain here. My feelings about this shit. Oh man. For something that was like a small little indie developer studio, that people that made this from their Kickstarter or their Discord thing, whatever servers, bravo to you. I don't know how they're gonna end up. I'm praying so hard to Heavenly Arceus gods and the freaking Naruto stuff. Hey, Naruto gods above all the shinobis and all that. Even the freaking other thing I don't give a shit about for One Piece, like Luffy Gear 5. And Gear 5th or Gear 6, I don't know. As much power of anime that has. I'm just hoping Nintendo doesn't end up shutting down this whole entire operation. It's like, oh, they get a cease and desist. They end up sending their ninjas out and end up giving a bunch of unaliving threats. It's like, oh, if you don't shut down this Pokemon Frozen game, or whatever it's called, no, something like that, I don't know. Frozen Hearts or Frozen something. I don't remember what it was. Hold on, I gotta freaking check it again. Pokémon Frozen Spirits. Like, if they don't do that, they're gonna get that cease and desist. They're gonna bring their powerful lawyers and attorneys. And unfortunately, they're gonna shut the whole operation down. I hope in my heart of hearts that they do not do that, man. I mean, the only way I could see them kind of doing it is if they showed all the Mega Evolutions for like the Pokemon that they had for later on in Gen 6. They had it with Mega Pinsir, Mega Tyranitar, Mega Lucario. Probably didn't do it with Mega Pidgeot because they only showed Pidgeotto, not Pidgeot. I think they had 2 other ones too. I could be wrong about that though. I was gonna say Mega Dunsparce, but he ended up getting that shitty evolution later. Doubled the Dunsparce. And then what else? What else did they give? I think it was they showed him kind of like using the same Pokemon special physical attacks like they did in Black White 1 and 2. So unfortunately, they could probably sue the living shit out of them or shut them down for using the same exact sound effects and the same exact attack animations and all that. So unfortunately, Creatures Inc. and what's the other? Game Freak and Nintendo, they do got evidence that they're not stealing their stuff per se, but like using a lot of their, sort of like not their original Pokemon, because they did have original ones that they created for fan service, so they can't get them for that at least. But I just hope Nintendo can, I wish one of these days they could, CEOs, whoever it is, because I know next year it's not gonna be Doug Bowser anymore, whoever American CEO Nintendo ends up taking the other Doug Bowser's place. And the one that's, I don't know if Shintaro Furukawa is still Japanese Nintendo CEO over there. If they could just get out of the 1980s, early 1990s ways of thinking of how the world and how the industry works. But then again, Japan culture is, the stuff over there in Japan is a very, very homogenous freaking country where I'm be surprised. I know a lot of people say, oh, Japanese, Asian people aren't racist, they're not bigoted, they're not racist or supremacists. I'm be surprised, like 40 or 50% at least. Maybe it depends on which generations that they were. Like if it's like the real ancient baby boomers are like 100, 110 years old or 89 years old. I don't know, probably really, really racist to not just black people in America, they're probably racist to whites, to Arabs, to Hispanic Latinos like me, because of what we look like and what we did to them in the 1950s and the whole Hiroshima Nagasaki thing. So they're probably gonna have hatred to white people no matter what you fucking say to them, unfortunately. So that part I get. And then I don't know about the Gen X or Japanese people that live over there, whether they have any racism, bigotry ideologies towards the United States or any of that. You know what? They do, it is what it is. But it wasn't the regular, every average day fucking goddamn person that caused that shit to happen. It really was just government that did all that shit. Governments, the militaries, and all that other shit. They're the one that caused a lot of that pain and suffering and anger towards a lot of other countries. That all that shit ended up happening. That's a whole other topic of discussion I don't want to get into because it'd be very depressing. And I don't know about the millennial ones and Gen Z or Japanese generations. Maybe they're a lot more, not, I don't want to say kinder or nicer or sweeter. Maybe they like, maybe they're willing to give a lot other races and ethnicities from America and UK and Canada and Australia more of a chance to like be more willing to give people a chance to like see what their country and their lifestyle and everything's about. But like as far as their work culture goes, it still don't look good, man. There's still people out there in Japan where they can't take life anymore, and they literally they guillotine themselves and they just throw themselves on the train tracks and just end it all, which I can't say, but they take their self out, unfortunately, and they get in a deceased and end up being in a coffin for life after that, and they're dead, pretty much. Can't say the other word, the K word or the M word or the other words, like, we're just gonna say unalived, that shit. It's sad. That's what it really is, but it's just how the country and the rest of the world, I won't say the rest of the world is, but I don't know, because in America, usually people they don't take themselves out, they don't off themselves, because they end up getting stressed from work. They usually off themselves for different reasons, like, I don't know, like a messy divorce, or like money, finance problems, and a whole bunch of other things I'm not gonna get into. It's way too real. That's not what my channel's about. If it wasn't my criticism on that channel back in the day, I would have done way more deeper than that in my late teens, early 20s. That's for sure. The last little bit of thing I'll say is this. The stuff sounded good. The music sounded pretty decent. Kind of just sounded like a remake of the original opening for Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, but a little bit more slow and chilled, and like a lo-fi version of that. That's it. So I say from out here, let's see what's on below cartoon side. That's it. Say what you're going to change the video ministries and one social dramas, which are the YouTube dramas, and of course, super hyper ultra reaction segments, or just regular ones, bland reactions to any cartoons, video game trailers, video game industry news, live action or Hollywood movie, film, trailer videos as well, reactions to those, and once in a while some Elon Musk news or technology news, and of course, video responses. Very rare if I ever did that rants. Standing crisis, it's it'll be easy to yourself. Peace out my sauerkraut, basic advice here, awesome, epic, wonderful, awesome, badass people on the flip side. Have a good New Year's Day, whatever you did. Because I know it's 2026 now, so whatever New Year's resolution you got, hopefully you stick to it. Alright, take it easy, and I'll do this, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay tuned for future videos whenever they materialize or develop, and see you in the next one. Later.